What is a perpetual motion? A perpetual motion machine is a machine that moves perpetually. It never stops. Let's give an example to better understand this free energy. What happens if two solar panels are placed on either side of a light bulb, with the electricity generated by the solar panels being fed back into the bulb? Simply put, the bulb will continue to glow forever without any external energy. Such ideas are very good, and many people have to spend a lot of time on such ideas. Keeping a system active without any external energy is called perpetual motion. The perpetual motion appears to be a theoretical concept, but it has not been possible to apply it in the real sense so far. Sometimes we came across machines that appears to be in perpetual motion, but have some kind of hidden energy source. Today's video will discuss about perpetual motion and free energy. Perpetual motion is a hypothetical idea where an object is given a small amount of energy and will remain in motion forever. That means you will get much more energy back than what you put in, i.e. free energy. If it is possible to find free energy now, it will undoubtedly be the greatest discovery in human history. As a result, the history of trying to achieve perpetual motion is thousands of years old. The initial concepts of perpetual motion were primarily based on the unbalanced wheel, which is a wheel with an imbalance of mass on its two sides. Some used balls, while others used coins to accomplish this. The reasoning behind the idea that this unbalanced wheel would be active indefinitely was that no matter what position the wheel was in, one side of the wheel would have more mass and the other side would have less mass. Now, due to the mass imbalance, the greater mass would want to fall down due to gravity, resulting in a light push on the wheel that would keep the wheel spinning continuously. In general, this argument appears to be very reasonable, but given the center of mass, it is clear that such a system will not work and the wheel will eventually stop swinging. At first, people are not sure whether it was really possible to achieve perpetual motion, but after the development of thermodynamics, people realized that it is not really possible to achieve perpetual motion. Any perpetual motion machine violates the first or second law of thermodynamics, and in some cases, both laws. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, but can be converted from one form to another. This matter can be better understood by analyzing the behavior of Newton's cradle. The ball on one side of Newton's cradle is raised slightly and released, striking the remaining balls, but only one ball is displaced on the other side, thus the process continues. This happens because of the principle of conservation of momentum, which is related to energy. Here, the same amount of momentum gained by the first ball is transferred to the other ball, thus transferring momentum or energy from one to the other. Now it is said that if the energy cannot be destroyed, then according to the first law of thermodynamics, Newton's cradle should continue to swing forever in a perpetual motion. But no, it will not achieve perpetual motion and will stop after a while, because sound energy is generated from momentum energy, and there is air that impedes the movement of the ball, resulting in friction between ball and air, and this causes some energy loss, i.e. the momentum energy of the ball is not destroyed but converted into other energy. As a result, Newton's cradle stabilizes after a while. Now we assume that Newton's cradle is arranged so that momentum energy cannot be converted into any other energy, even though this is not possible in reality. In which case, will this pendulum swing continuously forever? The answer is yes. If we can create conditions where there is no energy loss, this pendulum will swing forever. But here's the problem. In that case, you can't extract any energy from the system. Because as we know from the first law of thermodynamics, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Whenever an attempt is made to extract energy from the system, the energy extracted will come from the initial energy provided. This means that the momentum energy of the cradle will decrease, causing the cradle to gradually stabilize. It's important to note that entropy will either remain constant or increase in any system. In this case, energy will flow from high-density energy zones to low-density energy zones. Even if you can build a very smooth, frictionless system, there will still be some energy leakage, meaning that energy will be converted to other forms. Even if the system is built in a vacuum, energy will still leak. This implies that it is not possible to create a machine that is 100% efficient or more, and therefore not possible to achieve perpetual motion. Without assuming perpetual motion, no energy can be extracted from such a system. After it was theoretically proven that perpetual motion is not possible, Many ideas for achieving perpetual motion continue to emerge. These concepts include using magnets, liquids, and various mechanisms in attempts to achieve perpetual motion. Despite the theoretical limitations, people have been working on these ideas for a long time and continue to do so. In many cases, some machines appear to be perpetual motion to the naked eye, but none are actually perpetual motion. As a result, the UK and US patent offices do not accept any type of perpetual motion machine patent without a working model. Now let's talk some machines that one might initially mistake for perpetual motion. The bird's motion might seem perpetual at first glance, as it appears to drink water on its own from time to time without any external energy. However, the source of energy here is actually the temperature of the atmosphere. The bird contains dichloromethane, a liquid with a boiling point of 39.6 degrees Celsius. As a result, the dichloromethane can vaporize at atmospheric temperatures. When the bird is upright, the lower chamber fills with vaporized dichloromethane, creating pressure and causing the liquid inside to rise. This increases the mass of the upper part of the bird, making it lower. In turn, this causes the mass of the lower part to increase and the mass of the upper part to decrease, causing the bird to straighten again. This cycle repeats, giving the bird the appearance of drinking water continuously. Therefore, it is not a perpetual motion. The hidden energy source is actually the temperature of the atmosphere. In this scenario, the marble descends due to gravity and ascends again due to momentum gained from falling. While this reasoning seems sound, the marble cannot ascend so high solely using the momentum gained from gravity. So the question arises, how is the marble achieving this great height? The explanation lies in the presence of electromagnets and batteries in this section. As the marble reaches this point, the electromagnet provides an additional force, enabling it to ascend to this height. Therefore, it is not a genuine perpetual motion machine, rather it operates with a concealed energy source. These fans, encased in glass, appear to keep rotating in a manner that seems like perpetual motion, but their hidden energy source is light. If you observe closely, you will notice that one side of the fan is painted with black ink, allowing it to observe more light radiation. This creates a difference in light pressure between the black and white areas, causing the fans to spin. However, this mechanism does not work in a completely dark room, so it cannot be considered perpetual motion. In reality, achieving perpetual motion is not possible. If someone claims to have achieved perpetual motion, it is important to remember that there is a hidden energy source or that the system seems to be active for some time but then stops. The main point is that free energy is not possible. Every now and then, news appears claiming the invention of a free energy machine. If such a claim comes to your attention, you should reject it immediately. Theoretical principles clearly show that free energy is not possible. In our daily life, nothing is truly free. There is always a reason behind every action. In business, offering something for free means expecting to profit in other ways. Even though love may seem selfless, the desire to be loved in return underlies all acts of love. Earthquakes are frequent natural disasters, with an average about 55 occurring daily. What causes earthquakes and what is the relationship between earthquakes and tsunamis? You can watch this video to learn more about these topics. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe to our channel.